Right, okay, fan reaction time then. Burnley 2, Norwich City 1. Get in there, Burnley. That second half wasn't pretty. We were hanging on, to be fair, in that second half. Hanging on's a bit extreme, to be fair. But I was desperate for full time when the whistle came, to be fair. And, when Trafford claimed that free kick, I literally celebrated it like a goal. I genuinely celebrated it like a goal. Should never have been. Well, it was a free kick. What I'm saying, it should never have been a free kick. We should not have put ourselves in that position. Josh Brownhill thought he played well tonight, but he was stupid in that moment. Then just pushing their player over. Anyway, before we get into it, remember, please like the video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. YouTube is prioritising videos with higher like numbers these days, or at least that's what Connor and Jimmy tell me. They're full time, they know more about this stuff than me. I just shove a camera in front of my face once a week and call myself a YouTuber. But yeah, please like the video if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you're not already. I think the record for the Coventry game was 334 likes. We just fell short for the game after the Coventry game. I can't remember what it was, the Derby game. We just fell short, I think about 250 odd. So let's see if we can beat that Coventry like number for this video. Let's see if we can beat 330. But anyway, let's get into it. We were superb in that first half, weren't we? We were absolutely fantastic. We were comfortably the better side. We, if anything, should have gone up in half time, in the break, should I say, about 3-4-0 up, maybe 3-4-1 up, because they had that chance, didn't they? But in that first half, we were absolutely superb. I thought we were fantastic. I thought we were comfortable. I thought we were the better side. And I was thinking at half-time, without sounding arrogant, how many, rather than can we win the game? Like, how many can we win the game by? I was literally talking to my lad about goal difference and explaining it to him and saying, oh, well, Leeds have got a good goal difference. We need to get a higher goal difference than Leeds. Obviously, the second half didn't work out like that, unfortunately. I'm not really too sure why we couldn't really handle Norwich in the second half. I know they brought Sargent on. Apologies, I'm just making a brew. I know they brought Sargent on, and I know they changed it slightly. That's annoying me. I know they changed the shape slightly, but, we're a team in first now. We're top of the league. We should be able to adapt to these scenarios. And I do feel like we're an intelligent side. I feel like Parker's quite a good manager tactically. Whether you like his style of play or not, that's a different debate. But I feel like he's quite good tactically. And we just didn't really seem to adjust to Norwich bringing Sargent on. Did I say Signs earlier? I meant Sargent. If I said Sargent, I got it right. I just felt like we never adjusted to it, and we never adjusted to that change of shape. That second half, if we're going to be really, really, really picky, and again, I'm being really, really, really picky here, that second half was probably quite poor from Burnley. But other than the goal, they didn't really threaten us too much. I know there was some hairy moments as balls would get pumped into the box, and we're all nervous. I was well nervous in that last 15, I'm not going to lie to you. But other than the goal, and I've not seen it back yet, to be fair, I was told Perez lost his man on the post, and Parker has said in his interview that he's disappointed with it. If that is the case, it's just not like us, is it, this season, really? We've been so good defensively. So, yeah, delighted with the result. I thought the first half was absolutely superb. Second half, not so much. If I'm being picky, we probably shouldn't be. We should be reacting better to teams making changes at half-time and things like that. But first half, we were superb and should have been out of sight. Just like we probably should have been not out of sight against Derby. And to be fair, against Derby, it was only the first 30 minutes where we played well, rather than the full half. But tonight, obviously, we got the first goal through Hannibal. We got the second goal through Jadon Anthony and kind of hitting Shane Duffy's arse. Cheers for that, Shane, by the way. Obviously, ex-horse fiddler. And then Hannibal's had the chance as well, where he's hit the post. I think Zian had another one as well off the top of my head. I might be forgetting one, but could easily have been 4-0. And then, to be fair, out of the blue, they did have that chance through Signs. Trafford kind of came out, closed the angle down, probably a little bit late, if I'm being picky again. Thought he could have come out a little bit earlier, but he did well to close the angle down, and then Signs puts it wide. So it could have been 4-1 at half time, and you're going in at half time, job done. And to be fair, I did feel like it was job done at 2-0. But then, yeah, second half, they come out, they step onto us, change shape, they get the goal, and it were a nervy last 15. But I do want to talk about Hannibal, because I'm not going to lie, I do rate Hannibal, obviously I do, I like Hannibal, but sometimes when I see him in the team, in certain systems, I do worry a little bit. I know he's got great energy and he's really good technically as well. I think people sometimes sleep on how good technically he is with the ball. But I just feel like sometimes, and it's not necessarily his fault, but I just sometimes feel like the midfield doesn't sometimes work with him because it's not in a particular shape. It doesn't really suit his style of play. Although I thought he was absolutely fantastic tonight. I think his energy, his pressing, I thought they all pressed quite well. I thought Brownhill, a lot of people are sleeping on Brownhill tonight as well. I thought, because everyone's going on about how good Cullen was and how good Hannibal was. Don't get me wrong, they were both superb. Cullen as well. When Cullen plays like he does tonight, he's unplayable, and I absolutely find it baffling that some people, no Burnley fans, by the way, opposition fans, sometimes don't rate Cullen. He is superb. He absolutely makes us tick. But that goal, that first goal, beautiful pass from Josh. Great run, by the way, from Hannibal in the first place. Brilliant chest. He's off balance as well, by the way. So he's turning, bringing it down, and then I'm swinging my foot like you can see it. You can't see it. Superb. Just a really, really, really good goal all round. And it's great to see Hannibal off the mark for Burnley. And what a way to do it with such a great goal. Fantastic run, fantastic move. Really, really good goal. Second one, again, great pressing from Burnley. Some people will say it's luck. I know I've seen a few Leeds fans and Sheffield United fans and the Norwich fans, obviously, say that we were quite lucky with that goal. Same for the one against Coventry, or to be fair, the one against Coventry. Wasn't really good pressing, was it? It was poor from their keeper and their defender. But, we scored a goal like that against Swansea as well. We're just a very good pressing team. We press teams well, whether it's Anthony, Brownhill, Hannibal. They're all very, very good at pressing. And teams, especially teams that like to mess around with it at the back, which everybody seems to want to do these days, we tend to capitalise. You make your own luck, as Andrew said in his fan reaction. And I felt tonight with that goal, we made our own luck. We pressed them high up the pitch, got the ball back. Yes, it goes in off Duffy's arse. But who cares? Fantastic result, genuinely fantastic result. Another word on Pires. I thought he was superb tonight. If he does lose his man for the goal, then yeah, maybe it's just a lapse of concentration. Apologies if he doesn't. I haven't seen it back yet. It was Chris in the WhatsApp group that sent me that, so maybe Chris was being harsh. Pires was superb again. Steve and CJ, they're superb every week, so nobody ever mentions them. But Steve, again, every single time, it happened against Derby as well, when it looks like they're in one-on-one, and then Steve just comes out of nowhere and then just mops it all up, and everyone's like, Steve! Superb. CJ, superb again. Am I missing anyone? Hannibal. Have I mentioned Hannibal? I have. He were class. We will be doing a full-time show, so I'll leave my man of the match. I'm not 100% certain when the full-time show is going to be. Maybe tomorrow. When I say tomorrow, I mean Saturday. Maybe Sunday. We'll see. I'll speak to the lads. But, yeah, there's definitely going to be a full-time show. Whisper it quietly. Burnley are top of the league. All eyes on Sheffield United tomorrow. And Leeds, of course. But Sheffield United, the main ones for me now, because I'm just bothered about finishing that top two. If we get to a stage where we can win the league, then, yeah, go and do it. But let's just get in the top two now. And Plymouth Argyle, if you're watching this, tomorrow's the time to get a win, lads, and get yourselves back in it. But get in there, Burnley, up the Clarice. Absolutely take that. Top of the league for now. 4 cup finals left.